What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Ladies and gentlemen, yet another NASCAR race here on Monday. Tonight at Great Lakes. That being the Michigan International Speedway. Sponsored by Bass Pro Shops. Alright. So the practice session that our racers were just in has concluded. We have approximately about 15 minutes until qualifying. So take some time, prepare yourselves, let your friends know that we're live. Because I actually need to make the announcement that we are live and let everyone on our Discord know. So give me a few seconds, I will be right back with you guys. Thank you. How's it going, Ian? Alrighty. There we are. Hope you're doing well tonight, Nan. Okay. Alright, I need to share my sub anniversary, so here we are. Let's go, let's go.
So glad to have spent time with all of you guys. I look forward to the rest of the season.
Kind of. Yeah, much love. But anyways. How about that? 5 months. Pretty crazy. Oh boy. Alright, so a little bit lazy today, didn't do my hair, so yeah, it is what it is. Deal with my ugly mug. But don't be surprised if I have the camera off for that reason, mostly. But hey, we're here in practice. Who cares? Who knows if this will even make the final cut of the, you know, YouTube video. But yes, guys, we are at Michigan International Speedway. I feel like I'm probably doing this a bit early, but no such thing. Ugh. Apologize for the break that we've had in streams. I don't cover the Formula 1 series anymore. At least at this time. Maybe once I figure out my situation with that. We didn't stream the GT Challenge on Saturday because the grid just wasn't all that abundant, and I decided to be a part of it. So yeah, again, I apologize for that. But hey, we're back today. We got a stream today. So we'll make the best of it. Try to, at least. Oh. But man, our Monday's rough. I am quite exhausted. I gotta be honest with you guys. And actually, I don't want to give away too much. I'm gonna get rid of the leaderboard at the moment, but glad to be back here with NASCAR, that's for sure. Alright. So the Michigan International Speedway, ladies and gentlemen, is a 2-mile, moderate bank, D-shaped speedway located approximately 4 miles, 6.4 kilometers, non-freedom units, south of the village of Brooklyn, Michigan. Situated on more than 1,400 acres in the scenic Irish Hills area of southeastern Michigan, the track is 70 miles west of Detroit, 60 miles northwest from Toledo, my hometown, and 40 miles from Ann Arbor. Neato. Great locations, great places. Michigan, fantastic place, especially for marijuana. I can tell you from experience, yeah. Great dispensaries. Anything that's on I-75, you know. The exit for La Plaisance, whichever one, however it's pronounced, definitely has a lot of fucking dispensaries. What was it? You got King of Buds, you got Herb, so many more. Besides that, I mean, they just keep constructing and putting up more dispensaries. It is fantastic. Ohio, they recently passed a bill, I think, like, earlier in the year, maybe later than last year, I don't know. I don't pay attention to Ohio, it's just not worth it. Not worth the time, not worth the attention. Sometimes, at least. But as I was saying, groundbreaking took place on September 28, 1967, quite a while ago. This Speedway, Michigan International Speedway, opened on October 13th in 1968. La Placenta? No, La Plaisance. Spelling a little bit similar, but definitely two different things, I promise you. As I was trying to say, because you're probably thinking to yourself, it opened on October 13th, you know, stop thinking about placentas. Okay, that's enough. Spark Y. October 13th, it was on a Sunday, not a Friday. Sorry. To burst your bubble on that one. It has over 2.5 million cubic yards Over 2.5 million cubic yards of dirt were removed to form the D-shaped oval. So it does not have the 2.5 million cubic yards anymore. Track was designed by Charles Moneypenny. Oh god. What a fucking name, man. Charles Moneypenny. Like, he had to have worn a fucking monocle on the top hat. There's no way he didn't. No way. Oh my god. Oh wait, that was... Okay, he's just practicing his pit entry. I couldn't really tell you what the hell Reese is practicing other than... Okay, how come I press F4 and it took me to Sparks' car? I thought it would take me to my own when I press that. He is the Monopoly Man. Okay, that's exactly what I expected out of that. So thank you. I'm sure that that is that's an actual fact. Alright, Reese. So yeah, the Gatorade Victory Lane. This is where... Going through the tire budget, lagging me out. I don't think it's probably not him lagging me out. It's very likely my own internet, if anything. My graphics can handle it, I believe. I hope. What's going on, Steph? Hello to you as well. Yeah, so Charles Moneypenny, he designed Michigan International Speedway. He also... wasn't the only one. He also previously designed a 2.5 mile Daytona International Speedway. Wow. That's pretty cool. What a name, though. Shit. The track opened in 1968 with a total capacity of 25,000 seats. That's not really a whole lot. The track was originally built and owned by Lawrence H. Lopatin, a Detroit area land developer who built the Speedway at an estimated cost of $4 to $6 million. Wow, quite a bit. And that's not even accounting, like, we're not taking inflation into account with that in mind. I don't think so, at least. Maybe that's why it says 4-6 million. I don't... Maybe it was an estimate. Lopatin was president of American Raceways and had a controlling interest in Atlanta International Raceway, Trenton Speedway, Texas World Speedway, and Riverside International Raceway until the company went bankrupt in 1971. How unfortunate. In 1972, Roger Penske purchased the Speedway for an estimated $2 million. That's right. You guys already know that name because it's a very well-known name. Penske Porsche, you know, come on. 2 million, yeah, so wow. Purchased it for 2 million even though it required 4 to 6 million. The cost of it was 4 to 6 million. He only paid 2. What's going on there? She thinks my tractor's sexy. Okay. Yeah, I got Reese, I guess your donuts are a bit too powerful for my computer. This is news to me. But we live and we learn. And hopefully it's not just a stream having some sort of, like, lag or something. If that is the case, then, you know... Texas World Speedway is Michigan's sister track. They were very similar, unfortunately. Texas World Speedway was torn down just before the Owendemic. Bree, shut up. Obviously, he meant pandemic. God, you guys are so critical. Hey, come on, this is your race director. Have some respect. Alright, confirming your test did work, by the way, Spark. I wasn't expecting anything in there just yet, but just to make sure, you know? Taking a peek. Panda Mimic. Yeah, whatever it was. Never happened, it's not real. Man, it's like a flashback to 2020 when you hear that kind of stuff. Lovely. As I was saying, not that it's any more important than what you guys have to say, to be very honest with you. This stuff, we've already used this for the other streams, so... Recycled content. Get used to it here on this channel. Right on. During Penske's 20-year tenure, he increased the seating capacity several times, apparently. Wow. In July of 1999, International Speedway Corp would take control of the Speedway, so Roger Penske did not have it for too long. I'm curious as to how much he sold it for. It looks like I put notable accidents... It says too many to summarize. And I left a link. I left a link I could click. Do you got... It's not working. What do I do? Anyways. That's probably because I usually had it up in a spreadsheet in the background. Well, not spreadsheet, but document. Wow. He's still doing it. Stop, dude, my computer. Too much. Alright, 3 minutes. And then qualifying. The best part of the stream, if you ask me. Let me check some things real quick. Okay, so there are 60 laps tonight. Stage is occurring at 30. Should be exciting. Alright, so 60 laps. Oh man. I should have probably checked like the last time we raced here to see how many cautions there were. Yeah, I'll be honest, like, I'm trying to think of a prediction to do that's not gonna be too dependent on the amount of cautions, but then again, it's like one of the main things that is used for predictions, so I'm not, honestly, I'm kind of at a drawing a blank here. It is what it is. I think it's gonna be slightly different. Fair enough. I believe it. I absolutely believe it. So we got a few more minutes until it rolls over in the qualifying. At that point, we're gonna jump into the live timing. That way we can view what they're doing. If you're not familiar with it, we don't really get to see what they do during qualifying. This will be a bit more packy. Sounds like a very intriguing word to use for that. But, I mean, it makes sense. They're going to be full throttle the whole time. I mean, it's like their little practice lap that they had earlier. They were kind of like, you know, condensed for some time as a pack, but, you know, things happen. Hopefully they won't happen, like, too soon this time around, but... honestly, who are we to set expectations? We are just the spectators, but myself, I'm the broadcaster, unfortunately. Others are in other positions, which they may feel the same way, maybe, perhaps. Race direction? No. Oh wow, someone really wrecked out. Probably on purpose, though. But yeah, this feedback that I've heard is, again, like the drivers have stated that they are basically foot down to the floor on the throttle. This is, in their opinion, essentially another super speedway race. It's another track that feels just like them. I can't remember if it was super speedways that Alex, or Drew as we know, had stated that he like wasn't doing well in. Was it super speedways or was it another, it's a different track? There's some real fast lap times so far, so they might get spread apart. Yeah, that's okay. Well, I've been paying attention to their lap times on purpose, so well, I trust your word on that. It does appear that we are now rolling over into the qualifying session, so we get to stare at victory lane while the boys do some work and begin their qualifying laps that we can't really see. So I'm gonna do my best to kind of like, you know, help you guys understand what's going on, but it's not gonna really be all that great. Not much of a visual, but these will be their live timings at this moment. Well, at least for practice, so hold on now. No spoilers. There is still some setup scrambling going on right now. Okay, well that makes it a little bit exciting to hear that. Yeah, because they've been sending each other setups like back and forth, especially at practice earlier. Oh. Well, let's see, we do have track records I didn't really go over. NASCAR Cup Series, Jeff Gordon back in 2014. Qualifying lap at a time of 34 seconds. 34.8. Average speed of 206. I don't really, okay, it does say miles per hour, so wow, that's pretty fucking fast. Let's see. Dale Jarrett, 99. Got the record in a race of 400 miles. Okay, now that's gotta be something different. What the, oh, his whole race, okay. 2 hours, 17 minutes. Okay, well no one's gonna pay attention to a whole race, like, time. Geesh, that's like... that's a lot. Alright, qualifying is going on, so let me get us back to live timing. Here we are. Now we'll have a little bit of an idea of what's going on in the qualifying because they aren't literally driving out on the track at this moment. So, bear with me. You guys have done quite well. I'm pretty sure we're on round 7 at this point, so hey, only 3 more. You only gotta deal with 3 more. Well, at least I do. But definitely there are outlaps that we are looking at. And if they're not, I'm sorry to offend. You know, Michigan is the closest, like, oval that is, you know, located near me. I still have yet to go there myself. I still have yet to go to Mid-Ohio. So yeah, I got some boxes to check off this summer, at least when the weather gets a little bit better. It's cold as almighty heck again already. Okay, they got 4 minutes in qualifying, just about, a little over. It appears that Faven is currently up in pole position at this moment with a 36.4. Behind him is Benarski with a 36.5. Wyatt in 3rd position at the moment with a 36.56. Mazda Zoom Zoom jumping up in the 2nd position in the qualifying at this moment. And he puts in a 36, oh boy, 36.32, but Benarski says, wait there just a second, and he's only 1/100th up. And he's got a 36.331. Yep, Mazda Zoom Zoom, you heard that right. It is the return of the Zoom Zoom. Glad to have him back. And he's killing it already. Faven still up in the pole position. Everybody having put in about 3 laps at this moment. No changes in the top 3 just yet. Wyatt in 4th position. 36.390. Drew behind him with a 36.410. Not too far behind. Another gap of just a 100th. Nick Brown. 36.422. No child support. 1,000th behind. Well, no, I shouldn't. Sorry, a 10th behind. And that puts him in 7th position. Frontline Banana right behind him as well. Let's see here. Kevin Quam behind Frontline. The other 3... don't need to worry about them. Maybe you do, I'm not too sure. 2.5 minutes remaining in the qualifying. Faven's still up in the lead. Still holding pole position at this point in time. Benarski, I believe his time is still the same. Worst qualifier on the grid, baby. Let's go. That's Frontline Banana. I mean, hey. Someone's got to fill the position, alright? So thank you. The rest of the grid appreciates it. Okay. Looks like everyone put in 3 laps. Is that like the thing? Is that the thing? They get 3, so is that like something I'm just now catching on to? You guys get 3 and that's it? So that would make sense. So yeah, I mean, if that is the case, that does put us here with the final results. Faven in pole position, Benarski in 2nd, Mazazum's in 3rd. 1 out lap, 2 hot laps. Gotcha, see. Sometimes I can make those connections, kind of. Anyways, round 7. Making those connections. But yes, that is going to be the qualifying at this time, everybody. We have approximately a minute remaining of it. It's not like iRacing where, you know, can just skip, unfortunately. It'd be nice, but does that ever actually happen in iRacing? I don't think I've ever seen a single race where it's like, okay, yeah, we're advancing. Everyone's done their qualifying. It's like, no. There's always somebody. Always. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying, man. 40 seconds remain. We're on a bit of an intermission. That will be the qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. And we still have another wait after this, so I do apologize. But I am very grateful for your guys' patience, you know what I mean? Right on. I need to test something real quick. I like testing things. Okay, qualifying is officially over. Just to make sure that we didn't miss anything, let's just take a second look, okay? Here we are. Whoops. Right. Okay, so after this, timer runs down. Trying to think of how much more time we have. Probably like another minute and a half or something like that. And with that minute and a half, we're going to kick it off to our sponsors, being Bass Pro Shop. Not really, but we do have a minute and a half. It looks like we have a whole minute and a half of waiting. So. One more minute, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be on the track. We'll be doing our rolling start. Your guys' favorite portion of the stream, I know. It's just so great. Okay, 30 more seconds, and I promise you everything will be... No more waiting. No more of the nonsense, guys, I promise. I'll be done spreading misinformation and all the other fun stuff that I usually do. Alright. Solid choice of flags, which are flapping in the wind. Nice crowd! Okay. Wait timer's done. we are out on the grid, and we will have our rolling start. Let's get on board with someone worthy of our attention. I'm just messing. That's really rude to say. Really messed up. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, here at Michigan International Speedway, for round 7, we have a very healthy grid, and in the front of it will be your pole position of the qualifying Faven. In second, Benarski. In third, Mazda Zoom Zoom. In fourth, Wyatt McQueen. In fifth, Drew Peacock. In sixth, Nick Brown. In seventh, No Child Support. In eighth, Frontline Banana. And in ninth, Kevin Kwan. Our pace car tonight will be Reese, as always. And a UAV has been called in already. So, ladies and gentlemen, our rolling start. Alright. What a lovely time. Rolling start, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to wrap it up for it. Reese will be making his way into the pits here very shortly. And we will be beginning, our round 7 race here at Michigan International Speedway with the Great Lakes 60. It's going to be a fun time. Okay, as we are very soon to go green. Here we go. And we're green. Faven taking off. Alright. So, Faven up in front, Benarski, he's on the outside, looking to make something happen here, perhaps. In the back, a little bit of... a situation unfolding itself right here as, oh my god, the tide is flipping and flopping. And that will be Mr. Peacock. causing one hell of a wreck. Well, I shouldn't say causing, but, you know, being involved in. Wow, what a spectacle. Already under caution here on lap number 3. Oh boy. Alright, doesn't look like there's many changes in positions for everybody else that was not really involved in it. Wow. That was an early one. Hopefully this isn't gonna be a pattern of behavior, a trend, so to say. Sure hoping that Drew is able to get back with everybody and continue the race without much more trouble, hopefully. But that will be our first caution of the night here, and we are currently making our way on the lap number 4. It's gonna be a good one. Hey, look, the moon. Wow. Who would have guessed? Alright. 60 laps, ladies and gentlemen. How clean can they keep it for the rest of it? We'll have to see. Should be interesting, wouldn't you agree? Alright, we got a few going in the pits at the moment. It looks like Kevin Quam and Drew gonna be the two that are in the pits at this time. Oh, wow. Uh-oh. I pressed a button. I pressed a button. That was my mistake. We're still here. Still racing, I promise you. Well, not really. We're under caution. Likely to be under caution with the next upcoming lap. We just now have Drew and Kevin being released from the pits. Departing from the pits. Saying being released almost... kind of suggests that they may have been penalized, but that's not the case. I'm not, at least I'm not certain on it. But it's all good, it's all good. Still under caution, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna go side by side with our sponsor. Bass Pro Shop, yeah. Totally real sponsor, by the way. Alright, cool. We don't have any more pre-rolls, though, so people get to jump right in the action, so thank you guys for enduring it. If you're subscribed, I don't think you're even having to deal with the ads, so hey, cool. Yeah, when I said I'm testing something, that's what it is. Alright, 3 more seconds of ads, they'll be fine. Okay. Alright. Looks like the pace car will be making its way back into the pits at this time. We will be continuing the race, going green here for lap number 7 at Michigan International Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience. As always. And they are off. Off to the races, as they would say. There's the pace car. Thank you, Reese, for your services, as always. Alright. So, Faven currently having to hold off Mazda Zoom Zoom. He's kind of in the front of him, but again, I actually don't remember from last season who's teammates and who isn't. But regardless, hey, Benarski is up in the front, kind of. And look at them, a battle for first place right now. They are going crazy, and it looks like that Wyatt's going to try and get involved in it too. Not sure that's what you should do, but hey, whatever. I'm not the driver here, for a reason. Oh my god, they're almost 4 abreast going into turn 1. Holy moly, Mazda, he almost goes, checks up on Benarski there, but nothing happens, thank goodness. Okay, the back of the pack. Looks like we got front line behind Drew here. And up at the front, they want to go 3 abreast again. Probably an incident about to occur, no, not really. Faven, he's staying up front. Mazda Zoom Zoom not too far behind, along with Benarski. Side by side, going down past the line here. Lap number 9, we're keeping it clean, that's great. We're 3 wide back here as well. My god, Benarski on the outside still. Faven doing his best to hold them off, or maybe help them out. I'm not too sure which one's, who's working together, who isn't. Anyways, Faven getting a bump draft from Mazda Zoom Zoom. Okay, we have a bit of an idea of who's working together. Benarski, he's getting that side draft. Staying on the outside of the turn here, turn 4 to be specific. Behind them, it looks like no child support is, he's in quite a position right now. He's got Wyatt, who's on the inside, and behind him, he's gonna have Nick Brown, I believe. The in-game audio, apparently the cars are just too fast. They are breaking the speed of sound. So being in front of them, we can't hear anything. Mazda Zoom Zoom still providing Faven that bump draft. Benarski staying in on the side, getting as much as he can. That's going to be pack number 1 right there, up in front. Going on to soon-to-be lap number 11, but that's going to definitely be no child support. Getting into Nick Brown, I believe, in that turn. Oh my god. No, Andrew. Oh my god, this absolute mayhem back here. Holy shit. Oh my god. There goes that traffic cone. There's one way to enter pits, gentlemen. Probably not the way you want to. What an incident we have. That is going to be a pace car coming out and a caution. Very unfortunate. What a wreck. Glad to see that everyone kind of made it out. The vehicles didn't completely die. That's a plus. Alright. So, you know, I think I see the tactic here. Yeah, holy shit, I know, right? I think I see the tactic, though, on Jody's behalf. He was like, damn, that pack up front, they're really getting away. Just took out, he just, hey, I'm just gonna take Nick out. And there we go. Packs back together. We're back to racing, baby. Giga brain. That's what I'm trying to say right now. No child support. Don't let them fool you, okay? If only. We are under caution, in case you're not aware. Stating it one more time. That was fun. That was a good amount. That was a pretty good run out of everybody. We got a good amount of laps in before we had to go back under caution, but it was still a very action-packed. However many laps we had, I wasn't really paying attention. Definitely not to the point where I'm counting the amount of laps that they're going through cleanly. It's not. My top priority is to try and, like, you know, see the battle's position changes. Alright, under caution, lap 13. Good race so far, everyone doing an amazing job. That includes race direction, pace car, all that, you know, the officiating. people and the drivers and the broadcaster too. Phenomenal. So Fabian still up in first place. Benarski, he is in second. Mazda in third. I guess Drew and Kevin falling back to the back. I don't know if Frontline's aware of it. He's a lap down. But I haven't a clue what's going on with that. But lap 14. Hey, thank you. The greatest broadcaster hands down ever, forever. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that a lot. Okay, now Kevin. Okay. My leaderboard might not be correct, but got 2 people a lap down. Maybe they'll be able to unlap themselves eventually, or we'll go green. Whichever one of the two I'm okay with. We got, you know, we're only 3/4 away through the race. So that's a good way to look at it, at least I think. It's like glass half full, but, you know, you get it. Man. Alright, I think we got one more lap. Probably trying to figure out what's going on. Right on, right on, right on, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. So I think maybe mine stuff's just messed up. You lost somebody? I believe. Who did we lose? Nope, they're back. Okay. Yeah, I think something's just going on. Yeah, driver having a technical issue, so sorry. Appreciate the updates on that race direction. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, so guys, just bear with us. A little bit of technical issues going on with one of the drivers. We're doing our best to accommodate with it. Alright, that sound means the safety car is going in this lap, apparently. Alright. Well, we do have 3/4 of a race left, so I mean, it's very likely something will happen and, you know, we'll have another pace car, another caution perhaps. So, unfortunate for the driver with the technical issues, hoping the best that things come back in their favor. But hey, we're back to green, we're back to racing, ladies and gentlemen, so here we go. Turn the camera off for a little bit. Apologize. Alright, so Fave and Benarski up here in the front. They're battling neck and neck right now, along with Mazda and Wyatt behind them as well. You got no child support. Jody, he's looking on the outside, trying to get a little bit of something going on there. We'll see if something can happen. On the outside, coming down to the line. Behind Wyatt has Nick Brown in front of him. These guys putting on a wonderful display of racecraft here. Pretty much... Oh, wow, they could have, like, gone, like, almost 5 wide there, but hey, either way, we'll take it. A little bit of a checkup, kind of. Faven almost getting into Benarski there, but they're all good. We're pretty much, yet again, 3 wide. Nick Brown. Alright, Mazda Zoom, Benarski, and Wyatt. Wyatt, he's pushing through the middle, making his way to the inside here, next to Faven, making their way down in front of the crowd here, coming across the line yet again onto lap number 19. No child support, giving Benarski the bump draft there. So we got a pack of 6 here. We got a 6-pack here, ladies and gentlemen, and they are doing their best to push on out. Block on the outside, Malarkey. It looks like it. That's exactly what you're seeing there in the end. And oh my god, Benarski, there he goes. He's gone! And in the V formation, the rest of the pack flies away into turn number 3 and 4. Wyatt's McQueen will be up in the lead at this time. Jody, he's on the outside here, and he's going to be making his way into the lead. My goodness. Between them, or trying to get between them, literally Faven, he's behind Wyatt. Neck and neck here. Oh goodness. I hate when that happens. Alright, there they go. Ah, love it. So Wyatt's still staying out in the front here. Lap 22 coming up. Big old bumps, oh my goodness, they're like 5 in a line of them. Just trying to bump draft, and we're making our way into turn 1, now to turn 2. No child support on the outside, just a little bit. Wyatt's still staying up front. Behind them, we got Fave and Mazda Zoom. They're going to be doing a little bit of bumping here to get ahead. Big bump there from Nick Brown to Jody, no child support. Looks like they're starting to catch up to Wyatt here. Just about 3 wide coming into the front of the crowd, down the front stretch to the line. Nick Brown, he's slotting his way in between everybody. Jody holding the outside. These guys are holding quite the form there, but I believe that that's going to send Wyatt right off into a bit of a spin. He is out of control. Mazda Zoom. Falling back a bit from the pack of 3 here that is now running away, the 3 amigos, but are they still friends after that little bit of an incident? It does seem that Nick Brown, he's keeping it together after no child support. Almost just took him, you know, for a little bit of a ride there through that turn. Just kind of said, I need to get a little bit closer to your vehicle. Lord, oh Lord. Benarski. I believe him and Wyatt, they're going to start working together to get their way back to the front there. That's going to be a bit of a rough one to make up for. And we are on the lap 25. 5 more laps until the stage, which is on lap 30. Well, after this one, 5 more, I should say. We have Mazda behind Jody, giving Jody the bump draft, making their way down in front of the crowd. here at Michigan International Speedway. At the end of 30. Correction. I'm not sure what I said, but... I'm sure it was relatively near that, so, you know... Alright, these guys still working together to get back up to the front, which they are now 2 seconds behind. Back here, about 7 seconds away from Jody and Mazda Zoom Zoom. It's gonna be Wyatt Minarski. This reminds me of, like, Mario Kart. Gotta have the person on the back throw a banana or some shit, then you gotta switch seats, you know what I mean? Alright, okay, so that's... How about that? Faven and Nick Brown putting in the exact same times on that lap there. Phenomenal. Well, I guess it would make sense. They probably worked together to get that lap times. I didn't realize that he was behind Nick. Alright, well, looks like Jody is, he had a bit of a situation there. He's off. You know, he's only a second behind Mazda, so, hey, not like anything tragic happened. Not like anything too terrible happened. Still battling to make their way back as a pack. The race leader. Second place. Third place. Why? What happened? Good lord. The crowd, they're in shock. Nick Brown, Faven still working together. Mazda, 3 seconds behind the leader. 3 more seconds behind, we got Jody and Brett working together. All right, and making our way to the end of lap 30 with Faven coming across the line. And that will be the stage, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And wake up a little bit. Okay. Halfway through the race, guys, we can do it. Come on. Woo! Another rough one. Making it to that stage. Alright, so a lot of people very likely making their way to the pits now. What are you doing? Trying to make their way to the pits. Might want to try that one there. Why? I'm just picking on them. Alright. So. Another one. As DJ Khaled would say. Under caution, but this time it's for the stage, so it's a little bit different. Alright. What a view. Great crowd here with me. Reese, everybody. Alrighty. Love my Monday nights. Holy cow, the safety car is going in. Oh my god. Would you believe it? Would you believe it? There he goes. And here we go. Green. Just in time for lap 35. Alrighty. 25 to go, ladies and gentlemen. And that will be all, folks. Malarkey. Powerful lead on green. Already about 3/10 away from him. Wyatt's Faven. Battle for position. Drew and Nick, same They say ditto. Three wide up at the front. Faven's looking to take it back. And he is back in front. Look at that. Behind him, we got Benarski, Wyatt still. Side by side, neck to neck. Mazda right behind. Look at that. Single file. Not anymore. A little bit wild. And that's going to be Mazda Zoom Zoom. Taking the detour, unfortunately. Not a great time at all. Faven, Benarski getting away with it. Snickering to themselves. See you later, Mazda. Perspective of no child support. Again, 3 wide. Turn 3. Benarski out ahead. Wyatt trying to find somewhere to go. He's in the middle. Behind him, he's got Nick Brown. Nick Brown, he's trying to find somewhere to go too. So can you guys make some room, please? Diamond formation, just about, not anymore. Alright, Nick Brown. Finding his way up to the front. How about that? Wyatt on the outside here. On the inside, Benarski. Faven just behind. Giving that bump draft to Benarski. Wyatt the same with Nick Brown, and that's going to send Nick Brown off into the freaking dirt, into the grass, into the wall. Oh my god, that's going to be Benarski caught up in the 2. Benarski's going to be flipping like a Ferris wheel. What is going on? He's doing cartwheels there. Oh my god. You're absolutely right. His head does look a lot like a brain. Let's check that out. Another wild block to the outside, said Nian. Very wild indeed. Look at this guy. Hey guys, you're green. It's green. Yeah, he was gone. Hey, flag's green, guys. Go ahead. Oh, you're fine. You're fine, Ian. It's alright. It's alright. It's just a little bit of grammar, which we all know how to spell grammar. E ends with E or no? Anyways, are you smarter than the 5th grader? Imagine if that was our sponsor, that'd be... I actually saw that game on sale on Steam and I was like, used to be a good show. Especially what's his name that would run it. Can't remember his name. Very messed up of me. But hey, we're under caution. We're on lap 40, about to be on lap 41. Big old wreck there has caused this caution to get thrown out. And it looks like we got people unlapping themselves, which I love to see, I'm telling you, I love to see it. Come on. Get all 11. Let's go, Kevin, let's go! You can do it! You can do it! Just do it! Love Shia LaBeouf. Hope he's doing well. Alright, so with that incident in mind... Great gears there. It looks like Wyatt is in the lead. Faven, well, Assuming they don't jump into the pits or do anything crazy like that soon, who's to say? Alright. Lap traffic still unlapping themselves, that is great. That guy waving the green flag, and no one seems to be paying it any mind. Well, until they get a penalty or something like that. Can't get comfortable. Oh, I'm having that same problem driving cars with my job right now, so that's can't wait for it to get warmer out. Want to get out. Move around. It's like these guys, out moving around in their cars. Lap 42. Kevin getting his laps in, so long as they permit it. Well, you already know what time it is. It's weak. Man. So. Still under caution. Not anymore. Pace car will be going in. We're going green. How about that? Breeze with a phenomenal entrance into the pits there. Love to see it. Let's get their name tags back. Wyatt up here in the lead. Behind him, Faven as we go green. No child support. He's going to be right behind them as well. See a little bit of an aerial view going here. No child support. On the inside. And we are 3 wide. Almost. Making our way up to turn number 3. See how they pull it off. Can they do it clean? Can they keep it together and not fall apart? Down here on the bottom, they're doing a great job. Faven, he is making the position on wide, it would appear. Drew coming behind. Can he slot in the middle? Is it a great idea? Probably not. Well, it'd be cool as hell if he did it. Hell yeah, it would be. Alright, Benarski, I think he probably sees an opportunity here coming up. Looks like Drew is right behind Wyatt, giving him a bit of a bump into this turn. These guys are 3 wide yet again. Wyatt, Faven, and Benarski. Behind them, we got Drew and Jody. They're going to be battling a little bit too. It looks like a little bit of a bump draft there for Mazda from Nick Brown, I believe. Okay, yeah, that would be the case. Looks like no child support. Going to be up there into the wall. That's going to be him no longer in the wall, but now doing his own little car wheels here. Alright, that's going to be another pace car. We are under caution. Lap 46. So soon. Got a little bit too high into that wall. That wall does not like to be kind to anyone that gets brushed into it, bumps into it, none of that. Doesn't put up with it. Doesn't like it. It'll eat you up, quite literally, which it did with Jody. So, Again, we're under another caution. Probably give Kevin we'll give him a few more opportunities to, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the wall thingy is kind of, I guess, probably an exception, more than likely. But hopefully this gives a little, an opportunity for Kevin to make a few laps up. While, you know, Jody, I believe, has to catch up. I don't know if he had to go to pits or not. Very likely he did have to teleport to pits. But they did just cross the line a little bit. Yeah, but I hear what you're saying. If it was like one of those things, like we've seen plenty of people spin off into like the infield and shit like that, and yeah, they're just like, okay, yeah, thank you, okay, cool. I mean, I looked away so fast, I was just like, oh shit. Hopefully I'm not missing anything else that's going on, but I don't think I did. I think that was about the only thing that we saw. Got a little bit hectic, but things are cooled down, we're calm, we're relaxed, and we're back in order, kind of. Close to almost 10 laps to go. So hey, that's a plus. We're looking at the final stretch. I'm not going to bother you guys with any more ads from this point forward, I promise you. There is a Shadow Realm glitch, so when that happens, we are calling a safety car because it's unfair for the victim. There you go. Yeah. What was that? Yeah, I wasn't too... Everything happened so fast. But yeah, those walls, man. Lethal. Dangerous. But what great racing, on the other hand, when it is clean, you know, fantastic racing. They like to keep it together. They manage to keep it in a packed, a little bit of organized kind of packs, you know what I mean? Like the few sections every here and there. Usually there's like one pack that's out running away, a second one a little bit lagging behind, and the third one, same thing, lagging a little bit behind. But this is helping keeping it interesting, although, you know, we do have to be patient and wait for the cautions each time. It does bring the field back together, so we have to look for the positives in it. Hopefully I'm helping you guys do just that, because I'm doing my best. I need to get bar on that, you're right. It's the best man to get on any of it. Man knows how to, you know, model maps and all that, I think. Don't take my word on that and like start messaging him and be like, do this track for me. Not unless you're gonna offer him a good amount of money. Then you should. Well, I'm not his boss, right? You do whatever the fuck you want. Don't listen to me. That is something to be certain about. Don't do that. Don't listen to me. Alright. So lap 50 coming on up. The final stretch, ladies and gentlemen, the last 10. All we gotta do is get through this and we're good. We're golden. Oh yeah. Go Kevin, go! Let's go, baby! Okay. See if Wyatt can find his way back up to the lead. Safety car is going in. Lap 51. We're green. And there they go. Wyatt down on the inside of Faven here. You got Drew up top. Benarski in the front, taking the lead on the outside. Look at that. Nick Brown coming up behind Benarski, giving him a bit of a bump draft there. Faven on the outside. My goodness. Drew getting quite close there to Mazda, but everything seems to be just a-okay. That's fantastic. Nick Brown giving Benarski the bump draft there. Faven on the outside. What a fantastic formation they had going into that turn. Alright. And there goes Faven down the inside after getting a little bit of a bite out of somebody. I'm not sure who it was. We'll watch from Drew's point of view back here. Alright. Looks like Wyatt's still back there, but he's on the inside. We also do have Nick Brown in the middle of everybody. Alright. Down in front of the pits. Nick Brown just in the middle, chilling. No biggie, no biggie. It's not affecting him too much, but that is going to be Benarski getting caught up in a bit of a pit maneuver there, and that's going to definitely cause another caution. Oh, good golly. Oh, no. Alright, so that's going to be Benarski, Mazda. Ooh, boy. We're back again with a caution. Alrighty, lap 55. Reese waiting for everybody. On turn 2, Faven catching up behind him. See Kevin making his pass. He's making up as many laps as he can before we get to the end of this race. I mean, you may as well. Nick went under the map on that one. Gotcha. Yeah, that looked like a rough one for him. Man. Michigan is... Stay away from Michigan. Oh my god. Maybe I should probably try to find last season's Michigan race and see if it was anywhere near this chaotic. Because honestly, I can't remember. But dear lord. Alright. So, Faven up in the lead as we make our way on to lap 56 right now. Wyatt behind him. Behind Wyatt is Drew. Behind Drew, no child support, Kevin flying on by, making up his laps while he can. Frontline Banana up here in 5th position. There you go. Benarski. Mazda. There goes Nick Brown making up his lap. Fantastic Monday night. I hope you guys are doing just well. Be kind to yourselves tonight. Go to bed at a reasonable time. Or if you have no responsibilities, then do whatever you want, you know? I wasn't too nice to myself last night. I am paying the price. Oh my god. I think I got like 4 or 5 hours of sleep. Hey, whatever. Still get to work by 7:30 and drive those motherfucking cars, you know what I mean? I drove a Charger this morning. I had a Hemi in it. Oh man. I think it was loud. It was cool. And after that I was in a 300 Sport, Chrysler 300. Alright, Mazda going to the pits. Everybody still behind the pace car here. We're on lap 57. Green, white checker? No. This isn't iRace, unfortunately. We don't have to deal with that. But what if? Oh, sorry. Thank you for that. But yes, red flag for Kevin as Frontline's trying to tell us in the chat. That is what's going on here. There is a red flag, so Kevin Quam can make up his laps right now. He's going to be finishing up his last lap. And then they are going green for a 2-lap shootout, it would appear. Driver vote that... It was a driver vote, by the way. For the red flag, so I don't think it was like, you know... Someone's like, that's what we're going to do. It's a driver vote. Good stuff, guys. I like the vote that you guys decided on. Good stuff. Alright. Kevin catching up to the back of the pack here, and they are making their way on the final lap under caution, and they will begin lap 59 going green. Cool. Prepare yourselves. Alright, there we go. Pace car will be in this lap, and we will be going green. Alright, here we go. Green, 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 green. Lap 59. Next lap will be the final lap. Faven, Wyatt up at the front, Drew in behind with them, top 3. Quickly coming in. It's gonna be Jody, no child support, taking the outside. 3 wide, 3 wide, 3 wide. Look at them go. Oh my god. They're doing it. Are they gonna do the thing? Last lap. Let's hope for the best. Oh my god, this is gonna be a crazy finish. I don't know about this, guys. Alright, here we go. Faven up at the front, no child support right behind in second, Benarski in third. Oh my god, and finishing under a wreck. Oh my god. What better way to finish out the race here at Michigan International Speedway. With the craziest 2-lap shootout I've ever seen in my fucking lifetime. My god. What a race to the finish there. Faven, no child support, Benarski, everyone else involved that got caught up in that shit. That was crazy. That was, yes, it was very close, absolutely. Oh my god. Alright, well everybody, your patience has paid off if you're still here. If you are here, be sure to follow if you aren't already. Join the Discord if you haven't. There it is in the chat for you if you don't know where it is. There's plenty of other things. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are like commands that... Let me see. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of commands right there for you. Be sure to check them out. Thank you guys for showing out tonight, especially to the drivers. Mazda Zoom Zoom included especially. Faven, great stuff tonight. Everyone else, especially included too. You know, I don't want to just make everyone else feel like they're worthless and leave you out, but... No child support is the official winner according to Useful Spark. But yeah, what we did witness unofficial results, you know. Fantastic racing here tonight, guys. That's going to be it for round 7. Tomorrow, Formula 2, they're going to be at Kyalami. That should be a very interesting one. We were already there for the GT Challenge. That was for a nighttime race. Nice drive across the victory lane there. And yeah, great stuff tonight. Love it. Alrighty. Also, if you're watching from YouTube, be sure to hit the subscribe. Would love that. Check out the other videos that we have for sure. What a race tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We made it. Made it to the end. Okay. So yep, that's going to be it for the Great Lakes 60 at Michigan International Speedway, guys. Let me think, is there anything else that can really be updated? Championship standings. I don't know if they have updated, but there they are. Didn't do any predictions, unfortunately, this time around. Sorry, guys. Maybe on the next one. But be sure to come out tomorrow night for Formula 2. Be there or be square, I don't care. What a finish there. Alright, I'm gonna end it here, guys. Thank you again for coming out. Try and figure out a raid, something like that. See if there's anyone worth raiding. All the way to say that, wow. But yeah, very, very grateful to have had you guys here tonight. Looking forward to the next stream. I'll see you then. Love you as always. Stay for the raid. Goodbye.